Participation, item 3 on the agenda, and I'm pleased to welcome Lachlan Johns to the table. Lachlan's a Year 9 student at St Andrew's College, and he's going to speak to us this morning regarding his views on the stadium. So Lachlan, if you'd like to come up to the table, please. Welcome, and we're looking forward to hearing what you've got to tell us today. Thank you.
Firstly, I would like to thank Deputy Mayor Councillor Turner for letting me come in here to speak to you, and all the councillors for taking the time to listen to my proposal. Thank you, Councillor Kewen, for having the time to read my letter on the thoughts of the new stadium. The new stadium will provide a hub for the people of Christchurch to go and enjoy being a Cantabrian. The stadium will let us have many things that Christchurch hasn't had since the earthquake. And it will also give us many things such as concerts, festivals, and maybe even some football games that we didn't have before. The proposal that I made to Councillor Kewen was that we should make the stadium fully digital. Having the stadium digital will mean that there will be lights that will not be fixed in the same position. You will be able to Bluetooth your phone into the services that will be provided. Having this device will let people replay the game that they will be watching at the time back up to 5 minutes. This will allow people some of the comforts that we get at home, we will allow to have them at the game today. You will also be able to check out some people's stats that you can see on the screen at home. You'll be able to see how many tackles they've made or how many running meters they've had. People often say that the best seat in the house is your couch because you can see every part of the game at once. With the Bluetooth services that will be provided with the chair, you will be able to switch in between a camera that will be close to the action if you cannot see it because it is too far away, or there is a pole or something that is in the way of your viewing point. There will also be an option, as we all have phones, there will also be an audio jack where you'll be able to listen into what is being said on the field between the ref and the captains, and also what is being said with the commentators. This will allow people to understand the game more than if they would just have been sitting there and watching it. Obviously, if you pay more for a seat, you will get better quality services from the Bluetooth devices. That will mean you'll be able to replay much further back, so if you went to go get a drink or had to go to the toilet, you'll be able to catch up with the play. There will also be a feature where you can check out, you can make the own decision for yourself with the TMO. You'll be able to act as yourself as the TMO, and you'll be sometimes there'll be a voting system for the public to be able to vote whether or not they think it's a try or not. Obviously, this won't carry through. The TMO will still have the ultimate decision. Also, advertising will be brought up because you'll be able to have one-on-one advertising with that person that you see at the moment, instead of having broad advertising that you just see on the screen down on the field. I think that this will be very, very important because we're moving toward digital, and people will be drawn in to keep coming and watching people in real life if there's that element of more enjoyment and better quality than we have at the moment. The stadium itself will be an absolute joy for everyone in my generation to be able to come back and see many range of sporting events, and it'll be awesome to have some more All Black tests, and we'll be able to see some of the people that we haven't been able to see in a while come to our hometown, which will be awesome. Do you guys have any questions?
Lachlan, thank you very much indeed for your comments on the stadium. Now, the rule about this public participation part is that doesn't allow for questions, but your presentation has been a perfect example of why we need to be absolutely listening to young people. We talk about Christchurch as a city of opportunity where anything can happen, where we have new ways of doing things, and what you've talked about, yes, has got an eye on the future, but actually has got a very keen eye on what is possible today. So thank you very much indeed for presenting that to us. I actually think what we should do, and I've got a copy of your letter to Aaron Keown here, I think we should refer this through to the stadium project team so that they can take your comments into account. And it may well be that if somebody working on that team wanted to ask some questions or wanted some further information, they would be able to come back to you and have that conversation so that you can have some real input where it really can make a difference. So thank you very much indeed for taking the time out to come along and present to us today. I think it's a perfect example of how we can be listening to the ideas of all our community, but young people in particular, and making sure that they influence what really can be good outcomes for the city. So thank you very much. So, deputations by appointment, there are none. Presentation of petitions, there are none.